What's going on? What's going on, people? I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good Sunday because I am. I'm just chilling and relaxing, maxing. All right, people? The thing that you fear has come upon you. I'm going to just dive into it. But y'all know I can't just dive into it before I salute you guys. I got to salute you guys. Thank you for showing up with me. All the beautiful infinite creators out there. Thank you for showing up with me. Thank you for rocking with me. I salute you guys. My cousin told me she told me that I'm not saluting the beautiful infinite creators properly. So I'm going to get her on one day so she can come tell you guys and show you guys how to salute properly. You know, shout outs to all the military personnel out there, all the veterans out there. I'm going to shout you guys out because the beautiful infinite creators got love for you guys. We got love for you guys. Yeah, I got to show up. I got to show up on the strong end on the Sunday with all the beautiful infinite creators out there. I rock heavy. I rock heavy with you guys. But yeah, shouts out to all the veterans out there. Shouts out to all the people out there who make it happen on the front lines out there. All right. But, just to get into something for you guys, I remember the guy Job in the Bible. I'm a kid who grew up with the Bible. So I remember Job said, the thing that I fear has come upon me. And this is what people have to realize. The thing that you fear has come upon you. And here's what I mean when I say that. The things that you worry about, the things that you are afraid of, those are the things are gonna manifest in your life. So what I would say to you guys, forget about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what's going on outside of you. Don't worry about it. I know it's hard to maintain, when it seems like the world is just burning down around you. I know it's hard to maintain. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to fake the funk. I understand. I get it. But remember, whatever you focus on, that's what your reality is. So find the good. Focus on the good. Focus on what you want. Now, what I would say, if it doesn't work, why mandate it? Slow down for a second. If it doesn't work, why mandate it? That's all I'm saying. If you're afraid, go to church. That's all I'm saying. Freedom of choice. Is there really freedom of choice? The last frontier. I heard one guy saying America is the last frontier. People, I'm not going to tell you to wake up. I'm going to tell you to fear not. Fret not. Fret not. It's all good. Don't fear. Because only you control your reality. Only you can control your reality. The mind is mental. The mind is all. The mind is all. So if you're afraid, you're going to create. You are creating this reality that you're in. So when people are afraid to get the jab, or people are afraid of losing their jobs, or people are afraid of not eating and food shortages, if people are afraid of, whatever, you don't have to support the corporations who are taking your civil liberties away from you, your freedom of choice from you. But remember, we are in control. There's more of us than it is of them. When you're being censored, people don't realize they're being censored. Freedom of speech, out of the window, been gone. But don't be afraid. Stand up for what you believe. Stand up for what you know. Live in your truth. Walk in your truth. That's your greatness. Just don't give your mind over to anything outside of you. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's fret not. Facts. Why? Stop looking around. It's like we're in the wilderness and we're just looking around, wondering what the hell just happened. Don't worry about what happened. Don't worry about it. You're not going to save everybody. You can't. You can't. But if you're focusing on the distraction and the destruction, you dig? The distraction and the destruction. If you're focusing on that and you're afraid, guess what you're creating? More of it. You're creating more of it. I'm going to say that again. If you're focusing on the distraction and the destruction, then you're creating more of it. For example, social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. These platforms have more power than governments, whether you like to believe that or not, because they control the messaging. They control what they feed the minds. Don't fall for the okie doke. So if you're in your phone all day and you're seeing fires and you're seeing uprisings and you're seeing people just pissed off and that energy is just going out there, you got to protect your energy at all costs. Protect your energy. And when I say protect your energy, protect your mind. When you turn on the media and you turn on the news, the local news, and you turn on the world news, and you're looking at it in horror, like what is going on here? And horror. And that's what gets me with a lot of my, I don't want to say my Bible thumping friends or my Bible thumping family members or my Bible thumping associates, is that they know the story. They've read the story. And the story goes, just read Revelations. They know this, but they ignore everything that they've been taught. Ignore it. Why? Good question. Because if you believe in whatever it is that you believe in and it will save you, why would you go against it? God gave you a mind. Use it. And I got this from a Christian doctor I had. He said, God gave you a mind, use it. I salute him. I salute him because that was over 11 years ago that he told me to use my mind and I fired him. But if you're waiting for something outside of you to make your life better, you'll be waiting a while. You'll be waiting a long time. You'll be waiting a long time. Facts. And if you're going to let other people dictate what you deem necessary for your life, good luck. If you've lost your ability to think critically, good luck. If you want to be part of the crowd, good luck. Blessed are those who are persecuted, they say, for his name's sake. But what they don't realize is that Christ is in you. Christ is not outside of you. So you're on a wild goose chase. You're on a wild goose chase. But a lot of times we don't look inside. We'd rather just keep on searching. But we love to just search outside of ourselves. But when you quiet the mind and you seek the mind, they say, I'm just seeking the face of God. That's what they like to say. But I can believe in you for some things, but I can't believe and trust in you for all things. Now, to me, that's a oxymoron. That's real bad. I can trust in you for some things, but I can't trust in you for all things. See, I believe in the Creator who I can trust in all things through sickness and in health. You know, through good times and bad times, through scarcity and through prosperity. Because that's what's in me. The Creator's in me. The Christ is in me. The awareness is there. It's not. And like I said, I grew up in a belief. You know, people believe in Jesus more than they believe in themselves. Think about that for a second. And I'm not going hard on Jesus because I believe in Jesus, but I believe in the Christ within me. That's a story about me. The metaphysical, that's the story about me. How could you believe in anything more than you believe in you? Just a question. Just a question. I know who's never let me down. I know who's never let me down. Don't matter. It don't matter. If you're afraid, right? If you're afraid, you are going to attract more fear. It has to show up. The things that you fear have to show up. That's the power in you. That's the gift in you. Whatever you're afraid of. Why? Because that's what your mind is attracting. Your mind is but a magnet. It's attracting people. When you start talking about the collective consciousness, imagine what happens when people, imagine when people get on the same page. Imagine when people get on the same page and stop buying the propaganda. Stop letting the fearmongers hold us back collectively. What's going on is we're being divided and conquered collectively. But when the minds wake up and they see the good in themselves and they see the God in themselves and they see the Christ within, then they won't be led away to the slaughter by the wolf. Because when it's all said and done and we wake up in this world where we've lost the ability to choose whether we work and whether we eat, another oxymoron. You can't find anybody to work and you're complaining about people working, but then you mandate people to do something, whether they believe in it or not. You can't find workers, but you're mandating. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Whether you think the system is failing or you think the system has failed, the only person can really govern you is you. Wherever you put your faith, wherever you put your heart is, wherever you spend your money, that's where your heart is. Don't get mad. Don't get mad when you wake up and you're in this different world, because there's no going backwards, guys. We can only move forward. We can only move forward. But what I would say is don't worry about the things that you can't control. Don't worry about the things you can't control. If TikTok's not serving you, take the app and delete it. If Facebook's not serving you, delete it. If Instagram's not serving you, get rid of it. If YouTube's not serving you, get rid of it. Remember, we're all here to grow. We're all here to learn. We all know what the end is. We all know. But you can't be afraid. There's not afraid. And what's going on is if they spread fear and fear is spread and people keep on seeing it, then that fear keeps on growing. And guess what? Now you're relying on someone else or something else to provide for you. You can't lose faith in humanity. We can't lose faith in each other. We can't lose faith in ourselves. At the end of the day, we can't. Because if we lose faith in ourselves and we lose faith in our fellow men and women and humanity, where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? Just think about it. I don't care whether you pro the jab or you against it. It doesn't matter. That's your choice. I'll respect you. And notice how people are just so quick to tell you what they've done. Whatever you've done, and if it works for you, good. But I will not tell you what's good for you because I don't know what's good for you. I will respect you. And what I would say is, let's get back to that, people. Respect. Respect. What happened to herd immunity? Did we forget about herd immunity? Every couple of weeks, there's a new term. There's something new that they come up with, and people start using these words. But what happens? Next week it'll be something else, and then people will go scrambling like cockroaches again. You dig? The only thing that matters is what you think. Create a utopia. Create a heaven on earth. Your mind is the kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. It's now. I'm going to say that again. The kingdom of heaven is now. Don't wait for later, people. Don't wait for later. I'm not going to tell you not to stock up on water. I'm not going to tell you not to stock up on canned goods. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I am not your guru. You got to do what's right for you. Stop looking around. Stop looking around. Look within. Look within. Another scripture that they used to tell me growing up is, greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Dig? You dig? Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Who is in you? I mean, they tell you all these great verses and they give you all this substance growing up, and you get it from the Bible. Like I said, I wouldn't just draw out my Bible. You get all this good knowledge and this, you get it. And then you are led away into off the cliff. Why? Because you really don't believe what the Bible says about you. You really don't believe it. It says we all are sons of God. It says that we are connected. I mean, it's there in black and white. Question it. Question everything. Question everything. If your faith is in, I'm not telling you not to use your mind. If your faith is with the jab, by all means. But if your faith is in God, by all means. Some people say, for God I'll live and for God I'll die. But that's all that shit sounds good. It sounds good. But the bottom line is, there will be a day of an accountant. You have to account for what it is that you really stand for. What do you stand for? Do you stand for righteousness? Do you stand for truth? Do you stand for love? Do you stand for freedom? Come on. For example, how could you be a good fireman, right? And you drive by a house and you see the house on fire and you keep on driving by the house. That's not a good fireman. How could you be a good police officer, right? And you see crime and you drive by the crime. It's not a good police. It's not a good police. If it doesn't fit, in the words of Johnny Cochran, you must have quit. People gotta get real about it. What's the guy's name? I'll tell you the guy's name from Higher Learner. Michael. Anyways, he was mad because he said the CDC called him a super spreader. But he was one of the guys who telling people what to do. Let a person be persuaded by their own mind. You got to be persuaded by your own mind. You can't let me persuade you. You can't let Reverend John persuade you. You can't let Bill Blinks persuade you. You can't let other people persuade you. Whether it's the CDC, whether it's Fauci, no matter who it is, you can't let other people persuade you. You got to stand on your square. And that's what this is about. You got to stand on what you believe. You got to stand on what you know. You got to stand on what you know. What do you know? What do you know? I know we're spirits having a human experience. I know this. I know that nothing they could do can harm me. I know no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I know this. These are things that I was taught, but I know. I know. Everybody will tell you what it is until they're facing whatever it is that they need to face. This is the moment of truth. What are you going to do in the moment of truth? What are you going to do? The choice is yours. Today, what's up, hot dog? Today, you lose freedom of choice. Tomorrow, it's the Second Amendment. Today, it's the First Amendment. I'm doing good. Today, it's the First Amendment. Freedom of speech is out the window, people. Censorship. We're being censored by artificial intelligence. AI is running the internet. Believe it or not. Bots are running the internet. Bots. Because if you say something, they're going to do something there. They're going to ban you off of the platform. Who cares? Who cares? People don't want to go to Facebook jail. People don't want to be kicked off of TikTok. But I thought freedom of speech was free. People, nothing's free. Nothing's free. Freedom of speech. That's what 45 was trying to tell the people. Game over. Next, the Second Amendment. They'll be coming for you. But stand on what you believe. I'm going to check it out there, and I'm going to definitely get into it. But you got to stand on what you believe. I wonder how it's going on in your neck of the woods, hot dog, because I know how it's going on over here. I know how it's going in the States. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You got to keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. And I used to hear people say this, for God I live, for God I die. They don't understand what that really means. They don't really understand what that means. Know thyself. Know yourself. Some people, God is their belly. You hear me? Some people, God, I'm going to say that again. Some people, God is their stomachs. I'm going to say it. Can't stop eating. Some people, God is the greed. Some people, God is the money. The money. So you got the money, the power and the fame. You got it all, they think. If your God is money, good luck. Good luck. Good luck, because it is. Hot dog, you know this. You've come to that realization. You've come to that realization. However you came to that realization. However you came to that realization. But the truth will set you free. Don't walk around afraid. Don't walk around scared, people. They want you to be scared. Ooh, shaking on my boots, shaking on my boots. Man, tell these guys to go screw. Tell them to take a hike. Get out of here. I don't like people to tell me what they're gonna do to me. I don't get down like that. Don't tell me you're gonna smash me in my face and I'm gonna sit here and wait for you to smash me in my face. You dig? And that's what's going on. They're telling you we're gonna smash you, and we're sitting here like, okay, all right, we're gonna wait and see what happens. I never, ever sit and wait for somebody to do something to me. And I'm telling you, don't wait for somebody to do something to you. If you don't do this, then you're not going to be able to do that. What's that? That's nonsense. That's nonsense. You mean you can't work and take care of yourself and your family because you won't comply? You're going to be a conformist, or you're going to be an artist? Yeah, I dig. Are you going to be a conformist? Are you going to be an artist? No doubt. No doubt. But do they really notice? Hot dog. But do they really notice? Do they really know? And like I said, I didn't say if you really believe. I said, do you really know that God is within? Do you really know that the Christ is within? Do you really know this? Because for some people, their God is the mRNA. For some people, their God is the J&J. For some people, their God is, hey, I don't want to leave today. I'm scared. That's some people. But then there's some people who know. Like I said, I'm not telling you what's good for you because I don't want you to tell me what's good for me. But wherever your faith is, then you got to roll with that. Wherever your faith is, that's where you got to roll. If you believe in eating, by all means, eat. If you believe in sleeping, sleep. Whatever you believe in, stand on it. Stand on whatever you believe. Yeah, because it's a distraction. The party's lit. Party's lit. The party's lit. Remember, the road to destruction is broad. The broad road, then there's the narrow road. Nobody wants to go down the narrow road. Nobody want to, come on, man. Nobody wants, history repeats itself. I didn't say that. All you got to do is look around you. Look around you. Be aware of your environment, people. Be aware of your environment. I'm going to say that again. Be aware of your environment. Signs are all around you. All around you. You can run, but you can't hide. But don't fear. They want you scared because when you're scared, then you stop running. And then when you stop running, you're not processing properly because you got to look at the lay of the land. You got to see what's going on around you so you can make sound decisions. You can make sound decisions. Sound decisions. You be grateful every day. Be grateful for everything. Be grateful where you are. Move on. Move on. Do not sit and crap. You know what's the biggest bunch of crap? The biggest bunch of crap is sitting in front of the TV. It's like sitting in your poopy pants. And it stinks. It stinks because you can't get the truth. Why nobody wants to tell you the truth? Why the truth is such a hard commodity to come by? Why? Why the only people who've made a lot of money is Amazon, Walmart, Target, all these other companies have made so much money in the last year, and the little mom and pop spots are run out of business or just hanging on, and we still support these people. Why? Because you need what they have. You need what they have. But there's going to be a day of accounting. You can go support your local guys. You can do that. Now you got to mask up again for some people. I'm not telling you not to mask up. That's your business. If you want to wear a mask, mask up. If you want to, come on. I'm telling you, if it doesn't work, why mandate it if it doesn't work? If you could still spread it, why mandate it? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. A house divided can't stand. A house divided can't stand. And some people take that in a literal sense, which you could take it in a literal sense. Some people could take it in a spiritual sense. Your mind and your thoughts have to be on one accord. They have to be together. You can't be a distraction to yourself. So if your thoughts are in two different places, like if you're thinking about what's going on in the news and then you're thinking about, what you need to do for yourself, it's going to be hard to progress when you're divided. What are we chasing though? What are we chasing? What are we craving? Are we craving for a better world? Are we craving for a better union? Are we craving to move forward as a society? Are we craving to reach higher consciousness or higher awareness? Are we craving for that? Are we just craving for things? Do we just want things? What does it profit a man or woman to gain the world and lose their soul? Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And we lose sight. We lose sight. Tomorrow wasn't promised to you. It wasn't promised to me. It wasn't promised to nobody. There's no promise of tomorrow. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. There's no promise. Now is what we have. What are we going to do now? Now. You got the power. Don't give up your power. Stop it. And that's what I would tell people. Stop it. Stop giving up your power. Stop giving up your rights. Stop giving up your choice. Stop it. Take the reins. Do business who you want to do business with. Be with who you want to be with. Love who you want to love. The choice is yours. But when you're being dictated to, there goes your problem. Don't tell me what I need to do. Don't tell me what I got to do. Don't tell me what I have to do. Then I'm no longer thinking for myself. Then I'm no longer doing what's right for me. And I'm telling you, you know what's best for me. How could you know what's best for me? I'm just saying, people, use your minds. Because we're at a critical point. We're at a critical point. You got to want the truth. No doubt. You got to want it. You got to want it. How bad do you want the truth? Because it will set you free. Everybody got all these acronyms from the movies, and everybody talks about the Matrix, and everybody talks about everybody's online, and everybody knows what time it is. You got to walk out your front door, people. You know what I'm saying? You got to eat. You got to sleep. But how you doing it? How you living? How you living? Fear not. Herd immunity. What's the new word they're going to come up with? Oh, quarantine. You know, quarantine. What they quarantine? Freaking animals are on quarantine when they're sick. They quarantine animals. Look it up. Look up the word quarantine. These are all of the hip words and the new words, and people come up with it and they think they're smart because they learn a new word from the news. Start looking them up. Look them up and see what you come up with. You don't got to listen to me. You don't got to listen to all the conspiracy theorists that you find online. You don't got to listen to those guys. Why listen to them? Maybe because they think a little different than the mass. Only thing the masses ever did was die. That's it. Are you going to leave the next generation an opportunity to live? Are you going to give the next generation the chance to live and experience a good life? Are you going to do that? Is that what's going to happen? Or are we going to run in fear and create this world that we don't want? Don't run in fear. Live in love. Live in love. This is my message. Live in love and create the world that we want to leave our children and grandchildren a better world than what we found. Live in love. Live in love. Live in love. There we go. In order to get a true and real, yes, we're in the information age, but we have to rise together in consciousness. And whatever it is to take us to stay divided and not reach that, the mind's not to reach that level of awareness and that level of consciousness, that's what's going to be used. That's what's going to be used. I'm not going to talk about gloom and doom because I'm not about gloom and doom. Because if I give you gloom and doom, you know what you're going to put out there? More gloom and doom. We don't need no more gloom and doom. What we need is love, peace, and healing. We need people to spread more love, peace, and healing. We need more people to spread good. We need more people to spread more compassion. We need people to spread more hope. We need people to spread more life. We need people to spread more abundance. We need people to be infinite creators and create a reality that we all want and not a reality that we don't want. It's for who it's for. And if they can't grasp it, I'm sorry that they're not on frequency to grasp it. But if you could grasp it in your own frequency, then you push out the good. You put out the good. Why? Because you want the good. Not just for them, but you want the good for you. And you want the good for humanity. Know your message. Know your message. I know my message. My message is love. My message is peace. My message is for those who believe in themselves. I can't sell you on you. You got to know you. You got to know you. Like tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. But what you gonna do with today? What you gonna do with today? I'm gonna be grateful. I'm gonna be thankful, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Why? Because I want to create a better world. For who? I want to create a better world for my kids. So when they have kids, they're gonna know that they're gonna know that we did our part. And what's your part? Live your best life. Create the world you want. Where? In thought, in mind. And then you do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. They want you scared. They want you shaking in your boots. Why? Because that's what you create more of. We don't do that. We ain't gonna do that. We gonna go out like soldiers. Why? Because we're gonna create the world that we want. I'm not here to spread fear. All love, no hate. All love, no hate. Because the power's in you. You use your creative power to create what it is that you want. All right? The universe ain't never let you starve. The universe don't let you freeze. The universe gives you shelter. You know? Go within so you do not have to be without. Go within so you don't have to go without. You say, well, how do I go within? Quiet the mind. Quiet that mind. Spend some time by yourself. Don't be afraid to spend that time by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to be love. Don't be afraid to show love. You know what I'm saying? You got to show love. You got to radiate love. They tell you great is he that's in me, that he that's in the world. Who's in you? Who's in you? Christ, God, whatever, my highest. I mean, I'm not going to get into all that again. Because if you're on frequency, you know what it is that I'm talking about. No problem. But don't let them cause you to keep on creating fear. Don't let them cause you to keep on creating a world that you don't want to live in. You know what I'm saying? You create the world that you want to live in. You dig? You create the world that you want to live in. Like I said, if they want to get in lines and they want to believe all that, that's fine. Salute them. Salute them. Good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. But you make sure that you create the world that you want. Believe in yourself. Believe in the Christ within you. That's what you believe in. Believe in the God within you. Because the mind is all. The mind is all. Fear not, for I am. That's what God told you. In the Bible, he says, fear not, for I am the Lord your God. Why are all these people scared? Why are these people afraid? Have they not read the story? Do they not believe in the Bible that they've read? Have they not? Have they not read it? I mean, I find it like, wow, you got pastors and preachers who are leading their people down a road. Like, are you guys serious? Do you not really believe in what you preaching? Do you not really believe in what you teaching? Do you not really believe that? You don't really believe it. Technology, artificial intelligence. You don't know what time we in? You don't know what day we living in? You don't know what day we living in? The truth is that we are not wisely governed by our various global dig, exploited. Hot dog, I salute you. You know this. People got to wake up to see that for themselves. They have to. They have to. Exploited. Sold out. Sold out by the establishment. Sold out by the establishment. Sold out by the establishment. But you can't worry about them selling you out because you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of you, and you got to take care of your loved ones. So now that we know that we're dealing with a bunch of sellouts, that the establishment has sold us out, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? Also, I've read in the Bible where Jesus the Christ said, take no thought for tomorrow. You dig? Take no thought for tomorrow. Why everybody's worried? Why everybody's worrying? Like that emoji said, I don't know, shaking my head. I don't know why they're worried. I don't know what they're scared for. I don't know why they're scared. Nothing can happen unless the Creator allows it to happen. Nothing can happen. Nothing. But don't give your mind over to the system. Don't give your mind over to things that don't serve you. Don't give your mind over to fear and worry, because then that's what you're creating, more fear and more worried. You're creating more situations that aren't even serving us. So I would tell the collective consciousness, I would tell the masses, wake up, wake your ass up, wake up. God is love. God is love. There's things that we've been living with for years. We still here. We still here. All of a sudden, it's an emergency. Now it's an emergency, but there's things that we've been living with. We'll figure it out. Haven't we figured out everything else? Haven't we figured out everything else? We'll figure it out. We'll stop falling for the illusions and stop falling for the tricks. And we love each other, love one another, love little children, love one another. Love one another. There's nothing it takes to hate. Nothing it takes to hate. Why? Because hate keeps us at a low frequency. It keeps us at a low vibration. And we can't ascend in consciousness. We can't ascend in spirit. We can't ascend in mind. We can't raise our frequency to where it needs to be. That's why he says, suffer the little children to come unto me. Suffer the little children, but people can't make the connection between the allegory. There's allegory, there's symbolism and allegories, but they don't get it. Master, let's see what you always bringing the fire, so I got to read it. It emanates from government, the mass media, corporations. There you go, who have brought into a false narrative and repeat what they hear. Yes. But now they got soldiers who are marching for them, telling you what you need to do. So now they have their minions who saying, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. I think you should mind your business. That's what I think people should do. I think they should mind their business, raise their frequency, and use their apparatus. Become critical thinkers. Become critical thinkers. The minds have to wake up. The brains have to wake up. have to. And I think there's a lot of people who are getting up and they're seeing it for what it really is. As long as we can keep you scared, we got you. As long as we can keep you scared, we got you. Yep. Bamboozled, hoodwinked, bamboozled. There you go. It's there you go. Disinformation of disinformation, domination, and outright lies. Remember, the truth will stand, but a lie will fall. The lie will fall. The lie will fall. The truth will stand, but the lie will fall. That's why I tell you, put out love, put out truth, walk in your truth. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Don't fear evil. You cannot fear evil. You cannot fear evil because the Creator will not let anything or allow anything to happen to you. This is the problem, that God's people don't want to face evil. I just told you, don't fret. Don't fear not. Be still and know. Be still and know. If it does not fit, you must acquit. In the words of Johnny Cochran. If it doesn't work, why push it on others? If it's not working, lies on top of lies, keeping you scared, dumbing you down, keeping you hooked, keeping you on the information. Just guys, don't fall for the okie doke. There you go. I'll never give you more than you can handle. He'll never put more on you than you can bear. Facts. Facts. It's all about growth. It's all about growth. But if you're focused on the fires out in California, if you're focusing on the floods overseas and other places, if you're focusing on protesting that's going on around, if you're focusing on the systems, you're going to create more unravel. You're going to create more unrest. That's why I say you create what it is that you desire. Focus on the good. Use your creative force. Use your mind to focus on the good so we can get more good. We can get more good. Remember, the real situation here is the freedom of choice. And most people don't realize that they've given up their choice. They've given up their choice. But you can't get mad if you freely volunteer. You freely volunteer. That's your volunteer for an experimental, something that they're experimenting with. You volunteered. And nobody can be held accountable. Why? Because you're a volunteer. You ever been in class and they said, we need a volunteer to come up to the board, and you raise your hand, oh, me. I'll come up to the board. I'll go to the board. Go to the board. Not telling you not to volunteer, and I'm not telling you to volunteer. But remember what a volunteer is. A volunteer is somebody who goes willingly, being led to the slaughter willingly, not knowing. You volunteered. It's not that like they ask you to help with some little kids who are going to in a sports league or something. They're asking you to volunteer, talking about you're doing your right for humanity and society, and you don't even know what it is that you're doing. You don't even know what you're putting inside yourself. How are you helping humanity? How are you helping society? How? And then they say it don't work. It doesn't work. If it don't work, what are we talking about? Shut the front door. You gotta be kidding me, right? You gotta be kidding me. I'm just saying. I mean, you could probably detox yourself. Detox it. Detox it. Detox. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you to use your mind. Yes, you could be, but everybody's not going to wake up at this time. I dig. I get it. I get it. A lot of times I was like, oh, wow, that's what happened. That's why I went through this. That's why I had to go through this. Yeah, everybody's not going to get up right now. Some people think you nuts. Some people think you're a weirdo. They think you're a weirdo. They don't think you know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, hot dog. That's what they'll tell you. They don't know because they don't know. There you go. There you go. In time. In time. You could hear the alarm bells going off. You could see the warnings. Not everybody could see it. Not everybody could see what's going on. Not everybody could hear the warnings. Not everybody could get the wake-up call. Not everybody got the call. That's why they said many are called, but the chosen are few. Few are chosen. Few are chosen. You were chosen for a time such as this. I was chosen for a time such as this. No doubt in my mind. Chosen. Chosen. I.e. the chosen ones. Not everybody's up. I'm not mad because everybody's up. Come on. There's some people who would just love to just go back to sleep and say, why am I dealing with all this? But you came back here to serve humanity in a greater capacity. In a greater capacity. Your job is to do what you know what your job is. Everybody got their purpose and their mission. You got to serve your purpose and your mission while you're here. Tomorrow's not promised. I'll say it again. Tomorrow's not promised. But don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing. Nothing. You were born by yourself. You'll leave this realm by yourself. Don't be afraid. You dig? I agree. I agree. I agree. You know, there's sometimes, being aware and being conscious, a lot of times, I mean, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Because like I said, it's not meant for everybody, but for those who it is for, you got to live and you got to walk in your truth. You got to walk in your truth. Walk in your truth. Take the narrow road. If you're on frequency, live in love. Live in love. Live in love. Because the minds will wake up. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in 100 years from now, but the minds will wake up. United we stand, divided we fall. I'm going to say that again, because I don't think the collective really understand that. United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. We all have gifts and have strengths and weaknesses, but not everyone. True. True. Know yourself. Know yourself. To know me is to love me. To know me is to love me. That's what I say. To know me is to love me. If you don't know me, come on. How could you got people who talk about loving Jesus and don't even love their brothers and their sisters who are around them, but they love a Jesus who they've never seen. They love something more than they've never seen, than they love themselves, and they love the people who are around them. It's malarkey. It makes no sense. Love yourself. Love one another. Christ isn't outside of you. It is what it is. I'm just going to tell you what it is. If you pick it up, you pick it up. If you don't, it don't matter. It's not for you. I feel you. I feel you. So I'm just telling y'all, they're gonna be some dark days because we've created them. The mass consciousness has created that. They told you guys that they created that thing in the lab. They told you that they let that loose on. They know this. How do you think William Gates got a patent so fast? How do you think he got a patent so fast? Why is he vested? What does he know that we don't know? They're not telling us the truth. But don't be scared. You don't got to be scared of them. All right? So I want you guys to have a good Sunday. I want you guys to have a great strong end. Remember, we do not care about the haters because we are infinite creators. Keep creating, keep evolving. Keep creating, keep evolving. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. Tell your friends about the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. The more people can like it, the better it is. Listen, we're not going to compete against the algorithms. I don't care about the algorithms. I don't care if we got 100 people here or we got one person here. I'm going to do it for all the beautiful infinite creators, whether it's for now or it's for later. You know, like the candy, now or later. Now or later. You have a great day too. You be safe. Thanks for showing up. I salute you. I respect you. But remember, we don't care about the haters. Keep creating and evolving. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. We're going to be all right. We're going to make it, and we're going to be all right. Lead yourself. All right? Lead yourself. You are the teacher. Go into the silence. All right? Go into the silence. Go into the quiet. Go into the imagination of your mind and create the world that you want. All right? Have a great, great, strong end. Be love because you are love. Be good because you are good. You cannot fight hate with hate. You can only fight hate with love. Shouts out to you, Mr. Ernest Addy. You could only fight hate with love. So you be the love. You be the love. You can't fight fire with fire. You can only fight fire with water. So you be the water to out the fire. Create a better world in awareness and in consciousness. Until the next time, I love you guys. I respect you guys. I salute the divinity in you. Peace. Rock on. Rock on. Keep rocking.